I promised you a 1-month review of the brand new, sleek Rep Fitness AB-5200. And, well, life just kind of got in the way. So today, we're gonna do a 3-month review instead. The No Fake channel, checking in. Jonathan here, and no, I haven't been wasting time popping bottles and kissing models. I've been on the content creation grind, trying to put out more content for you. So in today's review of the AB-5200 2.0, we don't have time for buttery smooth B-roll. Or examples of me utilizing every possible angle and exercise this adjustable bench can do. And I'm certainly not going to revisit the stats on this AB-5200 2.0 from Rep Fitness. We are getting right into the review. We are going to dive right into the most important topic that you care about, and that's cost. Now, the standard version comes $550 with free shipping. Now, the adjustable version is a $20 upcharge, but you do get 3 different decline angles all the way down to -8 degrees. I think this is absolutely worth it because you're already paying $550. You might as well go a little bit more in the hole and go all the way. You're gonna own this bench forever. For another upcharge of $30, you can go with the wide pad option. For me, every time I've ever used a wide pad, it just didn't feel comfortable. I've got a fairly narrow shoulder frame, but just not something I've ever felt I needed compared to the standard pad. So what do you get for those boku bucks? The number one thing is aesthetics. Now, this isn't gonna help you lift any more weight, but it's easy on the eyes and goes a long way to show why this is a premium commercial bench. Stainless steel, fully knurled handles and knobs. You also get a laser etched Colorado logo as well as all of the numbers on this adjustable bench. It comes with the dual coat color options, giving you a total of 36 variations of design on this adjustable bench, and only a few manufacturers offer dual coat. When it comes to pad angle options, hot diggity dog! You get 13 different angles from -8 degrees all the way up to 85 degrees.
An embarrassment of riches, as they say.
And truth be told, you're probably only gonna ever use 4 or 5 of those 13 options, but it's just nice to have options. How does the 5200 handle under load? Can it handle the stress test or will it buckle? And I will tell you, they fixed almost every issue they had with the previous version and then some. So stability improved. They widened the rear base and they added a high friction pad under the front leg. They beefed up the pad. They added this CleanGrip material, and I'll tell you, it's the real deal. It is much more dense than the first version, especially in the middle, making for a much more commercial grade bench, as well as the fact that it has significant amount of grip. Once you lie back on that bench, you're not going.
And it feels different. It feels fantastic.
You have all been using my affiliate links, which are in the description of today's video. When you use those links, it not only gives me a reason to tell my wife she's parking her car in the driveway during the dead of winter because we've got a garage gym to maintain, but it also helps promote and encourage and frankly pay for future content. Let me know when you use those links so that I can send you a small token of my appreciation. The biggest complaint with the 1.0 version had to be how heavy it was, making it a bit cumbersome to pick up and move around. Rep Fitness listened to the naysayers, they listened to the complaints, and they fixed it. They significantly dropped the weight on the 2.0 version. Now, many of you, when you hear lower weight, you hear inferior product, but they made smart engineering designs by removing metal material behind the backrest, which doesn't affect the stability, the performance, or anything that you would actually care about, but it does make it significantly easier to pick this bench up and move it around your home gym. Mind the gap. Now, the gap on this bench is 1.4 inches, and it does have a recessed bolt, so even if you fall right into the gap, you're not gonna get your tush hurt. But for me at 6'1", when I'm benching, I'm able to put my entire bum and body on the upper part of the pad, and I don't get affected by that gap whatsoever. The adjustable decline option on this 5200 just works. Thanks to the incorporation of the CleanGrip pad, when you throw yourself back to do a decline bench press, you're locked into place. You don't feel like you're gonna slide off the back end of it. Now, I found -8 degrees was what I preferred when doing any type of decline pressing motion. One word of caution for those of you that love decline sit-ups, you really can't do that on the AB-5200 because there's nowhere to lock in your feet. Whether it's home gym equipment, this YouTube video, or that report you stole from ChatGPT and forgot to change the words around before you passed it in, there's always room for improvement, and it's very easy for me to be a Monday morning quarterback when it comes to Rep Fitness's AB-5200. But what would I change if I had to pick something to improve on this adjustable bench? The answer of all things is the nuts and bolts. Yeah, the black nuts and bolts they provide are fine. They get the job done. And I would imagine trying to mix and match all those different color combinations, it was smart to go with black for the color of the hardware. However, I wish they included washers. Reason being, not because it's going to improve the product structurally, but it would help save some of the paint when you're ratcheting those nuts and bolts down to have a washer there. Also, the 1.0 version actually came with a beautiful set of hardware. Not only did it have washers, but it had a rounded head on the nut and bolt, making for a much more aesthetic look. The AB-5200 versus Rep Fitness's Blackwing Zero Gap Fit Adjustable Bench. Which do I prefer? Because I've got both, and I will tell you after 3 months of use, it's the 5200. It is lighter and easier to move around, and in a home gym environment where I'm constantly changing where my benches are located, that's a massive factor. The zero gap feature on the Blackwing is nice. It works really well and smooth, but for me, I've never found the gap to be an issue, as I previously mentioned.
Perfect.
If you do go with the Blackwing and buy Rep Fitness's leg roller attachment, you can do decline sit-ups, and that's never been an exercise I have held in high regard, so it's not something I necessarily care about or would gravitate me towards the Blackwing. I will tell you that I do love Nordic curls, and the Blackwing does have that capability, and that's the only thing that I really miss in the 5200 is those Nordic curls. But there are other devices and attachments you can buy. Which should you pick? The Rep Fitness AB-5200 2.0 with the dual tone, or the Rogue Manta Ray adjustable bench? Now, this is a hard decision, but in reality, it's not really a fair comparison. The Rogue is a fantastic bench, and the AB-5200 equally fantastic. But the Rogue is in a completely different class of adjustable bench because it costs literally almost double what the 5200 costs. So now if you want to ask me if I would get two 5200s or one Manta Ray from Rogue Fitness, I would go with the dual 5200s. Unfortunately, Rogue Fitness is not generating equipment for the home gym. They are generating equipment for local gyms, college gyms, and Joe Rogan. They're not really trying to design or even care about the home gym all that much. And ultimately, I think for most people, the 5200 is going to look better, perform as good as the Manta Ray, and save them a whole hell of a lot of money in their wallet. But what about Rep Fitness's Goldilocks bench, their 4100? How does that compare to the 52? This is almost like a Sophie's Choice decision for me because I didn't want to, but I have fallen in love with the 4100. It's light, it stores vertically, it's easy to pick up and maneuver around. It comes with a bunch of whole beautiful colors, and it handled everything I could possibly throw at it and then some. It even comes in $200 less than the 5200 2.0 version. But at the end of the day, when my credit card is in hand, I gotta go with the 5200 2.0. It's got all of the fantastic bells and whistles and upgrades that just puts it over the top when it comes compared to the 4100. And in fact, the weight fix that Rep Fitness has done makes it almost as easy to pick up and maneuver as the 4100. And if I had to add just a little bit more icing on the cake for your decision process and looked into the future of Rep Fitness, I have to imagine that they will be very soon upgrading that 4100 to a 2.0 version. version, adding in the CleanGrip pad as well as knurled handles. For that reason, I wouldn't want you to get the 4100 1.0 version only to find the new version rolls out in 2 months' time. When is it the right time to upgrade your adjustable bench? Well, if you have an adjustable bench that you like, that's getting the job done, I would absolutely not try to upgrade it. You don't need brand new equipment to get fantastic workouts in your home gym. But if you want something a little bit nicer, something commercial grade, something with all the bells and whistles, and you've got the means and the money to buy it, I would absolutely recommend getting the AB-5200 2.0. You will not be disappointed.
Sonic boom!
It's time. It is time for my final thoughts on Rep Fitness's AB-5200 2.0 adjustable bench. And the old saying, pay once, cry once, is 100% true. The 5200, it's expensive, no doubt about it, but it's absolutely worth it. It's a fantastic bench that can handle anything you could throw at it, or even anything your local gym could throw at it. It is commercial grade. It comes with all the bells and whistles and accoutrement, along with great color options that are really unrivaled in the home gym industry. And while your wallet will take a bit of a hit, I will tell you that this adjustable bench is absolutely gonna last your lifetime, and your kid's lifetime too, if we're being honest. The great thing about home gym equipment, it lasts forever. And an adjustable bench in a home gym is utilized almost every workout. Unlike that new set of golf clubs. If you filthy animals want to see another amazing YouTube video that will be sure to tickle your pickle, check this one out. And if you made it this far, we are officially best friends. That's right, like Taylor Swift and putting the Kansas City Chiefs on the map. Thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.